Hello. Today I'll share a method you can use to create randomized drum beats in VCV Rack. I'll be doing this using only free software. We'll need a step sequencer, something to generate drum sounds, a mixer, and a Bernoulli gate. With this module we can input a trigger and it will randomly decide whether to output that trigger on its A output or its B output. It also has a parameter we can use to decide which of its outputs is more likely to be chosen. There are hardware versions of this module, such as Mutable Instruments branches or marbles, and there's also Behringer's clone of marbles called Chaos. Now I'll connect the mixer to the output, and each of these drum modules to their own channel on the mixer. What I'd like to happen is that every beat, it will randomly decide whether to play a snare or a hi-hat. I'll connect the clock output of the sequencer into the input of the Bernoulli gate. I'll connect output A to the snare, and output B to the hi-hat. Currently this is fully random with 50% chance of each triggering. I'll assign the CV1 output of this sequencer to the probability. I'll set all of the first row of the sequencer to be fully to the right. We'll now hear that it's only triggering the hi-hat because it has a 100% chance of choosing output B. If we want to trigger the snare on a particular beat, we can turn the knob the other way. I'll up the tempo a bit. If we don't turn the knob all the way anti-clockwise, it will be likely to choose a snare but not guaranteed. I'll now set up a system for the kick. I'll also connect the sequencer's clock output to the other Bernoulli gate's input. I'll set output B to the kick drum's trigger input. The kick is currently fully random. I'll assign the CV2 output of the sequencer to the probability for the kick. Then I'll set the second row to be fully anti-clockwise. And on the beats where I want the kick to play, I'll turn it clockwise. For some of the beats I'll turn it partly clockwise, so it has a chance to play without being guaranteed. Now we have a drum beat which is randomized, but also controllable. Here's how that sounds at a faster tempo. Thanks for watching.